Hello dear students of class 10th, welcome to economics class. I hope all of you are fit and healthy. Students, in this video, I shall be explaining you a few MCQs from the first chapter of your economics book, that is development. So students, in this session I'll cover the entire chapter with the help of MCQs. So let's start with the first question that you can see on the screen. So the first question is, what will be the top priority in the developmental goals of a landless laborer? The options are option A, expansion of rural banking, option B, more days of work and better wages, option C, metal roads for transportation, and option D, establishment of a high school. Now students, when it comes to the developmental goals or the top priority in the developmental goals of a particular set of people, then we need to think as per their opinion, as per their point of view. The question says regarding developmental goals of a landless laborer. So you need to think from the point of view of a landless laborer. Okay. So if a person means if a landless laborer, that means a laborer who is not having land. So what will be the priority, what will be the developmental goals for that landless laborer? Let us check out all the four options. Option A is expansion of rural banking. See, if the farmer or if the laborer is not having land, if he is not having work, then what he will do with rural banking? Rural banking is will be of no use if that particular person is not having work, if that particular person is not having land. So option A will be eliminated first of all. Second, option B, more days of work and better wages. Yeah, this seems to be correct. If a farmer, if a laborer is not having any land, what will be his priority? What will be developmental goals for that person? More days of work, he needs to have more days of work and better wages. So this seems to be a correct option. Now let us also see the third and fourth options also. So option C is metal roads for transportation. See again, this will not be the developmental goals of a landless laborer. What will he do with metal roads for transportation? If he is not having work, if he is not getting wages, then what he will do with metal roads? So option C will also be eliminated. Now option D, establishment of a high school. See, this may be developmental goals not for him but for his children, but the most suitable option among the four is option number B, that is more days of work and better wages. So the correct option will be option number B. Now students, let me tell you that you need to analyze each and every option while you are reading. Do not get overexcited by reading just one answer and thinking and believing that that will only be the correct one. There may be options given. There may be options given in order to confuse you. So do not get confused. Read all the four options thoroughly. So I hope the first question is clear to everybody. Now students, let's proceed with the next question, that is question number 2. So question number 2 is, different persons could have dash notions of a country's development. The options are option A, same, option B, different as well as conflicting, option C, indifferent, and option D, I am saying the options again. So the options are option A, same, option B, indifferent, option C, different as well as conflicting, and option D, none of the above. Now students, this entire topic was there in this chapter regarding different persons having different developmental goals. See, different persons could have dash notions of a country's development. That means same notion means what may be development for the country, may be development for that particular person also. Is that so? See, the options are option A, same. See, developmental goals are not the same. So, option A will be eliminated. Option B, indifferent. Yeah, the goals may be indifferent for different individuals, for different set of people. So, we will keep option B. Now, let us see option C. Option C is different as well as conflicting. Yeah, option C seems to be an appropriate option. See, different developmental, see, different persons could have different as well as conflicting notions on a country's development. So, option C seems to be more accurate than option number B. So, the correct option will be option number C. Students, development for one may not be development for the other, rather it may be destructive for the other. Now, how? Let me consider one example. Construction of dams. Construction of dams is definitely beneficial to a large number of people. How? It generates electricity, it controls flood, and several other benefits are there for construction of dams. But see, this construction of dam, that means it is a notion of development for one set of people. Now, let us see this with the point of view of other set of people. That means some people have to be displaced for the construction of dam. So, one goal may be development for one set of population, and it may not be the developmental goals for the other set of people, rather it may be destructive. See, if dams will be constructed, then the people living in that area, they have to be displaced, they have to be removed. So, that is not at all beneficial for the other group of the society. That dam is not benefiting in any way to the other section of the society who is being displaced. So, developmental goals for different people are different. They may be different as well as conflicting. So, option number C is the correct answer. Now, students, let us proceed with the next question, that is question number 3rd. So, question number 3rd is regarding assertion and reason. See, such types of questions may also come in your examination. Now, what is assertion and reason? See, assertion means a statement will be provided to you, and reason will be simply the answer of that statement. Okay, it will be the assertion will be the question, and you can consider that as question, and reason may be the answer, and you have to see whether that assertion is correct on the basis of that reason or not, or the reason that is provided for that assertion or that statement is true or not. So, let us see question number 3rd. So, the assertion given here is A, that is, people not only think of better income, but also have goals such as security, respect for others, equal treatment, freedom, etc. in mind. So, this is the assertion given. This is the statement given. Now, let us see the reason, that is R. So, the reason is money cannot buy everything. See, the best way to solve such type of questions, as I told you, is to consider the assertion as the statement or the question. Now, you have to frame this in the form of question, that is, why people not only think of better income, but also have goals such as security, respect for others, equal treatment, freedom etc. in mind. Why? So, the answer will be because money cannot buy everything. See, the reason, you have to consider that reason as the answer, and they both are matching, they both are correct. So, this statement is true for this reason, or this reason is true for this statement. Now, let us see the options. So, the options are both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Option B, both A and R are true but R is not the correct explanation of A. Option C, A is true but R is false. Option D, A is false but R is true. So, students, as I told you that both are equally matching with each other. The statement that both A and R are correct and R is the correct explanation of A, that means the assertion. So, option A will be the correct answer for this question. So, I hope this type of questions will be solved. Cut this line. So, I hope that such type of questions may be easily solved by you people. Now, let us move to the next question, that is question number 4th. So, question number 4th is, the average income of a person is called dash. The options are option A, total income, option B, gross income, option C, per capita income, and option D, per nation income. So, students, let me tell you that the average income of a person is called as per capita income. So, per capita income will be the correct option, that is option number C. Okay, let us proceed with the next question, that is question number 5th. So, question number 5th is a numerical question based on per capita income. So, the question is, the average per capita income of 4 families is rupees 5,000. Okay. So, the average income of 4 families is provided, it is given, that is 5,000. And if the income of 3 families are, among the 4 families, the income of 3 families are already mentioned, that is 4,000, 7,000 and 3,000 respectively. Now, what is the income of the 4th family? So, average income is given, income of 3 families is also given, and you have to find the income of the 4th family. So, how to calculate the income of the 4th family? See, you already know the formula of per capita income. The formula of per capita income is total income divided by total number of population. What is the total income? How you will calculate the total income? You will add the incomes of all the families. So, for that we do not know the income of the 4th family. So, let us consider the income of 4th family as X. Okay. So, we will add the income of all the 4 families, that means 4,000 plus 7,000 plus 3,000 plus X, because X is the income of the 4th family, divided by how much? Divided by 4, because the total number of population here is 4, because 4 families is mentioned in the question. Now, this equals to how much? This equals to 5,000, because 5,000 is the per capita income. Now, 4,000 plus 7,000 plus 3,000 plus X equals to 14,000 plus X divided by 4 equals to 5,000. Now, this 4 will go into the RHS part, that means since it is divided here, so it will be multiplied in the RHS form. So, 14,000 plus X equals to 5,000 into 4, that is 20,000. Now, in order to calculate the value of X, what you will do? The LHS part, that means this 14,000 will go in the RHS part, and since it is addition, so it will be subtracted here. I hope you have studied all this in mathematics. So, X will be 20,000 minus 14,000, which equals to 6,000. So, 6,000 is the income of the 4th family, the total income of the 4th family. Now, let us see the options. The options are option A 7,500, option B 3,000, option C 6,000 and option D 8,000. So, the answer is 6,000. So, 6,000 is the total income of the 4th family. Students, let me tell you that these types of questions may definitely come in your examination. So, please practice such questions. Okay. Now, students, let us come to the next question, that is question number 6th. So question number 6 is, in World Development Report brought out by the World Bank, which criterion is used in classifying countries? The options are option A, total income, option B, gross income, option C, per capita income, and option D, net income. So students, let me tell you that in World Development Report that is published by World Bank, so in order to classify countries on the basis of development, per capita income is used as an indicator or criterion in order to classify countries. Let me tell you that per capita income is also called as average income. So if in the option average income is mentioned, then do not get confused between them. Both per capita income and average income are same. Okay? So the correct option will be option number C, that is per capita income. It is used as an indicator in order to classify countries on the basis of development. Now students, question may come in another form also. For example, who publishes the World Development Report? So what will be the answer? The answer will be World Bank. The World Bank publishes the World Development Report. Now it may come in another form, different form, that is, what is the report called that is published by the World Bank in order to classify countries on the basis of development? So what will be the answer? The answer will be World Development Report. So you need to analyze each and every word from your book. You need to very thoroughly study or each and every lines from, cut this line. So you need to very thoroughly study each and every line from your book in order to be accurate, in order to be 100% in your examination. So I hope that this question is clear to everybody. There are few more questions that I'll be discussing in the next video, but that will be the continuation of this video. So kindly attach that video with this one.